So I watched the Untold documentary on Lamar Odom, and I want to be clear, I watch every Untold documentary they put out. That's me and CJ shit. But I watched this one on Lamar Odom, what led Lamar Odom down the path Lamar Odom gone down. And I ain't gonna lie, for as much debauchery and skullduggery and buffoonery and crackheadery as they discuss, I have one thing that I want to talk about from that documentary, one point that I feel is necessary that we make. And that's that Lamar Odom was a clout chaser. And so are many of the men, if not all of the men, who have married into the Kardashian family. Let's talk about it. Let me tell you, if there's two things black people gonna say, it's that Kanye ain't been right since his mommy died, and the Kardashians is ruining these black men. Oh, they getting caught up in the Kardashian, this da-da-da-da-da. For years, people been saying that bullshit. And it's always blown me the way we decide to victimize grown fucking men who are consciously going into that family for clout. Your whole time, but oh, they using them. The amount of ways niggas used to try to blame the Kardashians for what happened to Kanye, for what happened to Lamar. Whole time, these niggas predisposed. The demons they battling, genetic. Coming, they family was happening. They was battling them demons long before they know anything but the fucking Kardashians. Lamar daddy was on the same type of time that Lamar end up on. So with money, no money, fame, no fame, that's what Lamar was gonna be on. But here's what I love, right? Every time when Lamar turned into a crackhead, I remember, oh, that's the Kardashians. Look what the Kardashians do to Lamar. Here's the reality. Lamar had a whole girlfriend, baby mother. He have multiple children and a family with that he ain't even think about marrying. He ain't think about no kind of proposal, no kind of anything. But he meet Khloe Kardashian, and within 30 days, he married her for the clout. He said himself, he wanted to be a big thing. Once he get in LA, he was hell-bent on figuring out how does he become an A-list celebrity. When he met Khloe and he gone out with the Kardashians and he saw what kind of fame they was dealing with, he said all he know is that's what he wanted. And from that, he said, oh, let's get married. And he wanted to be in everything. Everything, oh, you take all the Kardashians dragging these niggas into fame and celebridom, and they making them be on this reality show. It's the Kardashians. The whole time, Lamar not only want to be on the show, want to be in all. Listen, Lamar say he want his own reality show. The Khloe and Lamar show is literally Lamar brainchild. Khloe ain't want to do it. She ain't want the show all up in the house, but Lamar desperate to be an A-list celebrity. Y'all make big victim out of Lamar and these niggas. The mom was desperate for the clout the entire relationship. And even by the end of the documentary, you understand that that's where his mind is still focused and set up. Like literally at the end, he's like, oh, I'm on Netflix now. Like, oh, that's what he into. And the reality is, that's what people like to talk about Kanye. Kanye had a nice black fiance who he was with, who he ain't married. Frig that up. Gold Digger is an autobiography. Like when he get on, he leave your ass for a white girl. Kanye has always seen relationships in terms of status symbols. That's what he saw white women is. And you see all he with now. From Kim onwards. You see how quick he leave his black fiance? He throw Amber Rose in the fucking garbage. And he couldn't wait to get with a Kardashian, because the reality is these niggas see them as ways to elevate them. They see them as giving them access and status, because they are. Lamar was talking about, he was like, Kardashian power and Kardashian fame was a whole different other thing. And it's funny too, because the arrogance on these niggas, they is marrying to this family and they want a Kardashian because they recognize that they want to be where they are, but they somehow still spin it around. Because you should have heard Lamar say at some point in time in the documentary, by the time, he all strung out and all this, he was like, oh, because I'm famous and my wife is just as popular as I am. He talking like his wife is the side on popularity, like that ain't who he used to get the clout. These niggas. But Kanye married Kim Kardashian for clout and for access and opportunity. You remember back in the day when you used to hear all the rumors about how Kanye beefing with Jay-Z and he feel away like they don't really respect him and Kim on the same level and yada, yada, yada. You will never convince me that Kanye didn't want his own Beyonce. He ain't get Beyonce. He trying to be seen on a particular kind of level. A lot of these artists, a lot of these rappers in particular, use women as means to more popularity. And it ain't even like it's a stupid idea. I'm somebody who subscribes to the idea that would prevent Wale from ever being as popular as some of the other niggas is never having him a popular bitch niggas could get behind. So much of the rappers that they like and sing, they like their girlfriends. They all invested in the Aries. They all invested in the Jada Waiters. They all into the Miracle Watts and all of these gals who've been with these niggas. And it has helped create like a mythos and a celebrity and something else to latch onto for the people who ain't gonna be interested in following basketball players and rappers and all of these people. Who your gal is make a the big deal. The only reason I know Travis Kelce long before the Taylor Swift shit is because he was with Kayla Nicole. Before Moneybagg Yo was with Ari, Moneybagg Yo was with Meg, which was the only reason I didn't know his ugly self. And like Ari and G Herbo, this list goes on and on and on. That's why you'll never convince me that Drake wasn't crying himself to sleep at night that Rihanna refused to let them be the power couple he wanted to be. Could you imagine what that would have been like for Drake? But I say all that to say, we so love to victimize these grown men, like, oh, every time you see them, oh, it's these white women, it's these Kardashians, it's such and such and such, all them with them for clout. It's the same thing what you see with like Khloe relationship with Tristan. These men is go on be with them because they want to see what they could get. He even did say them, he was like, oh, I'm Kardashian now. He tell Khloe like, oh, if I'm gonna be in the family, I want to buy in, I want all the perks, I want a show, I want this, I want that. They want things. They ain't no prisoners. The Kardashians ain't doing them nothing. They ain't no victim. And I really think that's all I have to say. That's really my only takeaway from the whole thing. I watched the whole thing. There was some sad things that happened in the documentary, like the loss of his child was really sad. The loss of his mother and his life story, whatever, really sad. But outside of that, the rest of it was pretty much just his own fucking decisions and choices. He also didn't come off as a particularly like kind or grateful man. Like, and it's funny because his baby mother and his kids are in the documentary too, and they talking about him. And his baby mother is so like sensitive to him. You know what I mean? It's so like, you could tell everybody want to give him as much grace as possible. Khloe want to give him grace. The baby mother want to give him grace. Everybody is like thinking so much of him and being so kind and thoughtful towards him. But he ain't much give a fuck about nobody else. And it's interesting because even in the documentary talking about, oh, how you really realize who really care about you when you down and blah blah blah. I'm like, nigga, I just watched a documentary about Khloe fucking bending over backwards even after you done cheat on her, fucking they say you leaving her, you divorcing her, and this and the next thing. You in the damn brothel, strung out, almost dead. She's still fucking nursing you back to health. She paying for all the things. She taking care of you, doing this and the next thing. And you still figuring out after you done had fucking 12 strokes, 6 heart attacks, you still figuring out how to fucking smoke crack in the place that she paying for because you've been intentionally pretending to be sicker than you are so that she wouldn't know you in good enough health to be able to go get crack to the place because you was a user, which is inherently what a clout chaser is. Like, let's talk about it because it's interesting how when women are perceived as being with men in order to get something from them, to extract something from a relationship, it's a negative thing. Oh, she's a gold digger in the eyes of Kanye West, right? To sing the song. You see all these women as, oh, they're so manipulative, they scheme and they want something for you. But what is it when these men are intentionally using these women, right? Is it not the same thing? He admit he used Khloe in the beginning. It wasn't no love. He ain't know her. He wanted access to what she have. He married a 24-year-old gal. He had a family who done gone back to New York. He don't even care about. He ain't checking for his baby mother. He ain't checking for the 2 children he have, or this like family unit that is now depressed because they just lost a sibling. No. He looking for Kardashian to marry because he want clout. And then you could be in a relationship siphoning off that family and using this 24-year-old girl that is Khloe. And while she bending over backwards doing all this to the next thing for him, the media is painting her as somehow responsible for his drug use, his spiral, him fucking up his life. We feeding into the narrative of people's desire to want to blame the Kardashians, like, oh, this stuff has started happening after the reality show or after I got married, like trying to pin it on the Kardashians. Whole time he's a crackhead all on his fucking own. Oh, like, look here, like I say, he didn't read as a particularly sympathetic nigga. Like, even in the story, it's like, oh, after they won the championship, he promised his children that he could take them on the float, hungover, strung out from doing all kind of drugs. His children knocking on the door to go on the fucking parade. He promised them they going on with him. He ain't answering the door, but we know he's here. And then eventually he got somebody else call Lamar to say, oh, he ain't taking the children. He been doing a lot of drugs. He didn't want them to see them like that. So his children have to go, only for him to still clean his ass up and go on the fucking parade without his children. He was a piece of shit. And he ain't even remember it. When I tell you, there was so little, it was just so matter of fact, like, oh, this is what I've been through. This is what I was doing. And honestly, my nigga is a fiend. It was very clear, like, all prayers are for Lamar Odom that he get it together, but it was very obvious. Like, it was just a textbook when they say, like, someone will always be an addict. Like, you could look at Lamar Odom and listen to Lamar Odom, and you get the confirmation that this is going to be a lifetime battle for him. And that, you know, that's his own cross the bears, his own battle to fight. And I'm sympathetic with that. But I think the issue overall with the documentary is that Lamar just came across like somebody who has a lot of people who care for him and have like a real endless amount of concern. And it just doesn't seem like Lamar ever stops thinking about himself. Even in telling his story, there just wasn't much care given to anybody. Like his children, his baby mother, there isn't really much apology. There isn't really much like acknowledgement. There isn't a lot of accountability outside of the fact that it's like, yeah, I have a drug addiction. I love drugs. I was doing plenty of drugs. I was lying. I was doing this stuff. But he doesn't seem remorseful for any of it. And you know, that is what it is. Not my problem. I just telling y'all, I just want to point out that we give the Kardashians, rightfully, we give the Kardashians shit for many shit that we should. Cultural appropriation, all the likes and this and the next thing. But one thing we need to stop pretending and putting on those bitches is vilifying them because we want to victimize the men, the grown ass niggas who have voluntarily chosen to be with them. And then let those grown men who voluntarily choose to be with those in those relationships and marry into that family so they can extract from that family. And once they're ready to leave or they have to get out the family for whatever reason, all of a sudden they want to spin it. It's just like how Kanye now, like, oh, this white woman and how she's with my children and blah, blah. That's the white woman you choose to go procreate with. Don't come try spin that now. They try after the fact. They want to have their cake and eat it too. They want to marry into their white family, get all of the benefits, and then when they have a problem and they want to turn around and spin it on them, they want to pick up all the different opinions that everybody else have to try and weaponize against them. But no, baby. Justice for Khloe Kardashian. That's all I had to say. Y'all, your girl is nominated for a Webby Award. I am nominated in the category for Best Narrative, Storytelling, or Writing, and I need y'all to vote for me. Let's bring your girl a Webby. You can click the link in the description below, or we have a QR code right on the screen to make life easy. Go ahead and vote for yours truly. If you enjoyed the video you just watched, it's your lucky day because you just found it on one of 7 channels inside my Illuminati-verse. Subscribe to Illuminati, my flagship channel, where you'll find my magnum opuses like If Pretty is a Privilege, Ugly is a Curse, How This Didn't Age Well Destroyed Media Literacy, How Men Become Aziz Ansari, and more. Subscribe to Illuminati Pop for my TV and film essays on shows like How I Met Your Mother, Sex and the City, Desperate Housewives, You, Euphoria, Insecure, and so many more. You can also join Illuminati Pop on Patreon to watch all of my YouTube videos uncensored. Subscribe to Illuminati Bites for short, serious, and nuanced commentary on whatever the internet is spiraling about. Subscribe to Olay and Chill if you're trying to laugh and chill while unpacking the latest TikTok chaos. Subscribe to Illuminati Politics for sharp breakdowns of the political moments shaping our lives right now. Subscribe to Illuminati Extras for music commentary and industry deep dives. Subscribe to Olay and Friends to watch your favorite Black thinkers and creators dissect the culture. Subscribe to any or all the channels in the Illuminati-verse that speak to you, and I'll see you there. And you can also follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Threads, and Blue Sky at Illuminati. And you can also follow Illuminati Pop and Olay and Chill on Instagram and TikTok so you never miss a thing.